Hey everyone, AstroNerdBoy here. It's time for episode 43 of our roster review.
Hello.
I think a little bit off count. It's work has been so busy lately. I can hardly keep track of the days. So last week's video up on my YouTube page, which you can subscribe to. Thanks for everyone who has been subscribing of late. That's been amazing. I called it week 42, but it's actually been, it was 43 weeks last week since I returned to Marvel Strike Force. So I'm just going to go with episode numbers from here on. I'm not going to worry about the other. Anyway, that aside, we'll let stupidity. Total collection power is 5.7 million. And if we look at last week's video on YouTube, we're at 5.6. So some nice 100k growth there, about average for me. And of course we don't have a gold event going on. You'll notice down here that we have this was in the arena deal that ended just a few minutes ago. As I recorded this, I was not able to stream this on Twitch. I've been too busy, just taking a break from work. But 302, so I've been staying below 500 lately, which is really nice. So the extra cores and the extra currency in the arena store, really nice. So really happy about that. If I can stay down, that would be really cool. This is my offensive team that I'm using. We'll look at my defensive team in a bit, but yeah, it's amazing what kind of punch up they can do. It's a little bit trickier against mirror matches, but they can punch up. And with a little bit of RNG, and you know, especially if your Thanos delays his special to flip buffs until the enemy Thanos has done it, then yeah, it's pretty good to go. So yeah, pretty wild, huh? So we're not buying anything. I'm gonna do a video at some point, I think, about what I'm never going to buy. We'll look in arena real quick. Now, with my Thanos, with my team right here, I could easily beat this with my Black Order. And it's kind of amazing. It's not that hard. Black Order is just insanely good. But this is what I have on defense, so it can be beaten by pretty much anyone. And I may actually shift Thanos to an actual to be an actual tank instead of being in the center like he is. But that aside, let's look at what we're working on. Okay, so we're still trying to get Mr. Sinister up to gear 14. Next time we do Dark Dimension 3, you know, we'll take him in those evil global nodes, and we'll talk about Dark Dimension 3 in a bit. Still star farming her, and just thought, did I actually even star farm her today? I did not. Ooh, that was not good. That was dumb. I forgot. I get caught up sometimes in gearing stuff that I sometimes forget. So at least I got a couple of shards for it, right? Man, that sucks. The reason I didn't do more is because I've already burned all my, you know, I don't go into the 100 cores on refreshes. Anyway, I have the hero, well, actually I have the entire super, or almost the entire, yeah, I guess I did, yeah, I have almost the entire supernatural team here. I'm missing Wanda. I think because I got Wanda at gear 12. Let's look for her real quick. Probably past her. Nope, there she is. Yeah, I've got her at gear 12. 6664. To be honest, I'm not sure. It'll be fine for blitzes and maybe a mid-range, you know, for more of my alliance is a mid-range fight in war. But you know, the reason I was working on them and Shuri a bit was for the Doom nodes. I think I meant to talk about that a bit more in the last video, and I kind of forgot to actually go look over there. But to be honest, I think I'm gonna have to go beyond 65 though. But for now, it's just juicing up them. Almost got here to gear 11. I want to get them all to gear 12. He's kind of last on the list just because he's not a hero. But I did do a trial run. Let's go to campaigns real quick here. I did do a trial run in Doom. And if we go over here, oops, well, get stuffed. Anyway, the requirements are Hero Tech or Hero Supernatural. And I guess we can do it this way. It's not really the best, but so let's go down to Hero. Doink! Alright, so we'll do Tech first. Because the Tech ones actually have more into them. So, if you look, this is actually the team that they suggest I bring in. And I took Wasp out because Wasp is not really... And I brought in Doctor Strange, and it got wiped fairly quickly. Well, these two didn't. But, you know, she did, Shuri did. So, I'm probably going to have to gear up a lot more than I want. And I don't want to put more resources into any of these characters, to be honest. Pimtech really, to me, is not really a team I want to invest in other than maybe Ghost or Dark Dimension 4. So, if I take the Tech tag out and put it into Supernatural, yes. So, in my mind, there's a bit more. Ghost Rider is actually a pretty good character. You've got a healer reviver here. You know, she can do some fun stuff, but she is kind of squishy. She can do some fun stuff. And then add Shuri to them, who can heal, put heal blocks, put defense up. I think that might be what I used to try to get to the Doom nodes. But like I said, I guess I'm gonna have to put more resources into these guys than I was initially really wanting to do. But then I remind myself, there, in War and in Blitz, it give me more Blitz points to have a stronger Supernatural team. So yay. And then Shuri, it's not a bad character either. That's kind of the thinking. I will wait until I get everyone up to 12 and then try to just do a sample run. I'll take the Supernatural that I have at 65 just to see. They'll probably get wiped fairly quickly. I'm probably going to be forced to, take them to, oh my goodness, to 75. I really don't want to. The Gold Crunch is real. I should do a video on that too. Let me know in the comments if you want me to. I do have some thoughts there. But anyway, that's where I'm working on. My most powerful character is still Thanos. Of course, Black Bolt will take that role once the new Black Bolt event comes. And I can get that 7th Gold Star, 7th Red Star unlocked. Oh man, that'll be a lovely day. Black Bolt will be able to wreck fools like no one's business. So anyway, because of the gold event for Emma, speaking of which, my goodness, look at that. I didn't think I would even get this close, so I didn't put any effort into it. And I came up freaking bloody 8 short. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Ugh, I hate gold events. I really do. I just despise them. If I'd put just a little more effort into it, in the early days, I would have gotten her up to 6 stars, and that would have been just really nice. But now it's just a matter of, well, when are they going to put her into, the premium orbs? I mean, my goodness, why isn't she in premium orbs? Bloody bastards. I don't know. I honestly, I mean, she should be farmable. I don't even like that they they might lock her behind premium orbs, but they've already got Cole behind there, and they've already got Yo-Yo behind there. So, but anyway, because of the gold event, a lot of these characters were starred up who needed to be starred up, and then of course I've stopped here. I don't know if the Night Nurse rework, it looks pretty good on paper, but I'm thinking in reality it may not be as great as we'd hope, because you know they're doing Scopely does these targeted force synergies and you know, wow, if you put these people on war, we'll give them bonuses. Yeah, they suck everywhere else, but yeah. It's like, speaking of which, let's look at my save teams. So, in the Pimtech, I've gotten 3. I've got mutants, tech, and not mutants. Sorry, I've got mystic, tech, and bio. Max out except for resistance, which I haven't touched. I haven't done anything with that. And then there's skill and mutants, and I'm working on mutants now. So, this team is just by default is getting a little bit of boost every time I boost up something in the mutant deal, but otherwise not being worked on. It will because they're just too good to sit down here, especially in blitz and stuff. They're just, you know, there are a lot of teams that can beat them, but on the whole, though, they're a really good team. So. Man, oh man. I really need to star farm her. In fact, you know what? Where's her deal at? What is she in? She's in the Bloody Nexus. I hate doing 2 star farms, but man, I desperately need her to get up to 6 just for the Bloody Wakanda event to get more gold and silver promotion credits. It's disgusting. That's the only reason I don't, because I'm already star farming a character and then using everything else. So I'm thinking what I'll do is, if I can ever get what's her face Proxima up to 6 stars, yeah, I'll rotate Okoye up, get her to 6 stars. That way, at least the Wakanda team will all be 6 stars. Yeah. I mean, ideally, they'd be 7 stars, of course, for that event. Ideally, these guys would be 7 stars for their event. You know, Mercs would be 7 stars for their event. But anyway. So, no changes here. This one gets to move up. So, yeah. Supernatural keeps moving up the chain. They will easily pass these guys. Like I said, I'm probably going to be forced to get them up to at least 71. Man, the gold. Oh, the gold, the gold, the gold. But I really do want to clear those 3 Doom nodes so that I can have access to farm that last Mini 14 unique piece. And then whatever else can be farmed out of those last 3 nodes. So... yeah. So X-Men keeps going up by virtue of the fact that, you know, mutants are going up. These guys have been juicing up a little bit too because of that. You know, I really should take him up to 80, but for now I'm stopped just because, you know, trying to marshal gold. It's not like I'll need him right away for Dark Dimension 3's second run. So for now, we'll just leave him be. So, Beyond that, not a lot going on in these teams. If I had the resources, you know, I'd do more with them, but for now it is what it is. You know, these guys I wish were all at 80. I'm not gonna lie, I wish they were all at 80 instead of just these two. But anyway, there's that. These three will probably go to 80 when I get ready to go into the city node, so I should probably start thinking about that sooner rather than later. As we will see here. Let's go over to Dark Dimension 3. There we go. So, finally made it out of this dreadful global node. Now, I said in my earlier deal it would take me 28 days. You see 29 attacks. There was one deal early on where I did 2 attacks in one day. I did the refreshes, and so it actually, so even though it says 29, it was actually 28 attacks. It was 29 attacks, but 2 were in one day. So it took me 28 days to get through the node. So I was pretty much spot on. I would not have been, though. It would have actually taken me longer than 28 days if I not brought in Emma to do some additional damage, because she once I brought her on the team, started doing a little bit more damage, especially if she could get her ability off where, you know, she can possess 2 people and force them to attack a third. You know, that was always quite a nice. And then she could keep putting slowdown on the enemy so that I could actually, you know, maybe get a little bit more, you know, an attack out of these 2 guys or something. So, you know, that helped a ton too. So, but I'm glad that's over. My goodness, that was just outrageously bad. And then for Cosmic, you know, I was able to one-shot mission 9. It was just lovely. I was able to one-shot mission 10. That was lovely. I screwed up. In mission 11, I changed my order of operations. And let's go in there real quick. I changed it to this. And that was because I wanted to feed energy to both Ebony Maw and to Minerva, so that they both could, you know, get their ultimates off faster and get more health steals out, right? Well, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake, because Thanos almost was constantly tanking, and you know, he's really buffed, so he was able to tank pretty well. But I noticed that some of the attacks kept spilling over into her, and she ended up being the first one to die. So the recommendation for this had been to like this lineup right over here. Whoops. Well, they got that empty. That was the recommendation, and that's what I had it for the first 2. So so I need to go and put him back in the center, put her there, put her there, and put him there. Hopefully this stays. This is how I had it for the first 2 cosmic nodes, and it worked pretty well because you know, he was able to take a little bit more damage than she did, and this acts as a more of a traditional tank role, you know. And then if needed, you know, then she could use her resurrection. Whoops. So, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, I screwed up, and next I knew she was dead, and I thought, well, I could restart, but I've already killed like a few characters, so if I don't one-shot it, I'm not gonna cry about it. It'll be fun. So, but I will say though that the cosmic nodes so far have been more fun than these global nodes, which were just tedious beyond belief. I mean, look at this. 22 days, 29 days, well, 28 days, 12 days to get through. And this one was only 6, but still, I mean, you know, it's like outrageous. 13 days, 16 days. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just outrageous. You know? I mean, that I love that. 1 day. 1 day. This one will be, hopefully, will be just 2. We'll see, though. I mean, these guys, they're left. I mean, you know, they can punch pretty well. So, and I do have a Human Torch and a Mr. Fantastic on the field, so I will need to, you know, clear out one. Well, probably him first. I've killed one already of each of them. But anyway, that is that. But yeah, pretty good. Like I said, it's just a matter of gold resources. Gold being the main thing, but then, you know, training mats and everything else. Ability mats, gear mats, everything else. Just, but I think gold is the biggest bottleneck. So, but anyway. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, give it a like and give me a subscribe. And again, thanks to everyone who's subscribed so far. Also, there's my anime and manga blog that hasn't gotten worked on in a bit at anime.astronerdboy.com. All right, maybe I'll get to stream this next Monday if it's not too busy, but we'll see. Anyway, in the meantime, everyone have a good one. We'll see you in the next video, which will be an orb video. Have a good one.